All right, thanks for tuning into Leading Forecast and weird pattern. Every time I think this winter's been weird, it just throws another curveball, and I think it's even weirder. And I don't know. I've stopped trying to pretend like I know what's happening anymore. I just kind of let it happen, and then we'll go from there. Going on over to the storm reports. Of course, we had those storms that rolled through Missouri last night. Had that one cyclical supercell, and you can see the reports ranging basically from Indianapolis westward down through St. Louis and central Missouri for that storm that did kind of move up here, and then some storms that developed out here. And then the storm reports today. Again, more storm reports. We had a few tornado reports, some down here towards the southern Indiana area. We had northern Mississippi and southern Mississippi here with some tornado reports. And then, of course, our severe weather reports out across this area for that system. These are a couple radar images I took last night. This is of these storms as they were in central Missouri. A little after 1 a.m., a couple tornado warnings on this storm here as well as down here. And we skip ahead, and here's this storm as well, and you can see a tornado warning here. Nice little hook echo on this storm up here, which is being indicated over here by the couplet, and then another nice little couplet here of rotation down there. So those are those storms as they move through, and the one of them ended up staying cyclical and kind of died and then reproduced and died and reproduced and died and reproduced, and fed off of itself, which is rare in itself, but really rare for this time of year. So anyways, let's get on over to what's going on right now. You can see not a lot going on like we had last night. If you was looking at the satellite, you'd be looking out here last night thinking, oh man, storms are going crazy. What happened? What happened to the C-Tex that was out here and then they issued the tornado watch, crazy stuff. Here's the system now moving off to the east, and here's another system that's coming into the western United States, and that's going to continue to impact our weekend as we go, or our week as we go throughout the end of the weekend to the weekend, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. Rain down here across the southeast, even probably a couple rumbles of thunder out here. This is actually a lake effect snow coming in. It's dramatically colder. It was quite interesting as we were, I guess yesterday or the day before, if you want to say it now, the 16th. It was here in Indiana when I got up when I got up and got moving about noon. It was 45, and then about 7 o'clock it was almost 60, and then I get out today and it's back to 45. So we went from winter to spring to back to winter within 24 to 36 hours. Been nuts. But if you're back here behind the system, it is cold, especially compared to last night. Going on over C-Tex out here, C-Tex down here across the southern portions of the United States as well. Gusty winds and some small hail. This is as we get into tomorrow. Here's that system coming off the East Coast. Here's another little kind of a clipper system coming through. And here's this system trying to get organized off to the northwest. And of course, Seattle, Washington, and places like that are getting hammered by snow out there. Quite an interesting winter storm out to the west if you guys over here aren't paying attention. And then as we get into Friday, here comes your little system bringing some snow up across Chicago, up towards Milwaukee, even over towards Detroit, Davenport, Rockford, out into this area, some snow coming through. And then a larger, broader area of low pressure system coming down through Texas, spreading some showers down across the Dixie states. And look at this system getting ready to come in up here. Watching that one closely. This is as we get into Saturday, and here comes the system, kind of little waves coming up the area here, bringing some showers, maybe even a couple of rumbles of thunder across the East Coast, but nothing too major. And then here comes that system out to the west we've been watching. This is as we get into Sunday. Here comes another little clipper system. Again, some more snow from Milwaukee down towards Rockford and Davenport gets in on the snow, maybe even up towards Chicago and Cleveland, and ends up getting in on the snow as well. And then watch as we get into Monday. Here comes this low pressure system down here into the plains. Thunderstorms, we start to warm up quite a bit out across this area. Thunderstorms start to break out from Texas, Louisiana, up through Dixie area. Some of these could be severe. And then as we get into Tuesday, here comes your low pressure system, your cold front coming in like this, and your warm front coming up like this. And you get thunderstorms out across this warm front area. So I-70 over to St. Louis southward here would be in that thunderstorm threat zone, at least as of now. This is per the Digix model. The thing is, the GFS had this yesterday. Had this showing yesterday, so did Digix, and it still does, and so does the European model. It still does, but the GFS has totally dropped this off. It has killed it. It is nowhere to be seen. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this thing plays out. But this is this is the 500 millibar chart as we get into Monday. Look at this trough. I mean, a ridiculous trough digging in out into the Great Plains here. And then as we get into, prepare yourself, as we get into Tuesday, low 500 millibar low sitting here, negative tilted trough, and of course we have that low pressure system coming up at about 850 millibar with the warm front and the cold front coming through. We're right in the quadrant here where this area down through here could really see some severe weather if this scenario would happen to come true. I mean, this is just a classic severe weather scenario with a very strong 500 millibar low coming in, as well as a very strong trough coming in with that 850 low pressure center combined. Dew points will go up. Your winds will back. I mean, this is a very classic severe weather setup. Again, if it happens, I don't know. The Euro's still on it. Digic's still on it. GFS or the Goofus model just not picking it up. So we're going to have to wait. We'll go out through the next few days and see what it says come Friday or Saturday. So anyways, that's all I have for now. Have a great week and enjoy the cold weather. Till next time, I'm Joseph Cooper. Have a good one.